Nippon Hoso Podcast Station.
Today we're looking into Toradora or Toradora Tiger Dragon. This is my 手乗りタイガー。トラドラって2008年ですか ?2008. When I first heard 2008, I was like, oh, so it was like 7 years ago. No, guys, 2008 is 17 years ago. I'm gonna throw up. So the line we're diving deep into today is this one. どこでこんなもん見つけたわけ？着てたやつに借りたんだよ。っていうかあんたスーツはどうしたの？だからこれ着てたやつに交換してもらった。もちろん後で返してもらうぞ。当然。これからって時に脱いじゃうなんて。たくもう、バカ、バカ、バカ。はい、so in English...Where'd you find the suit? I borrowed it. And what happened to your other suit? As I was about to say, I traded it with the person who was wearing this. I'll get it back later, of course. Naturally. You picked the worst possible time to take that suit off. Man, you're such an idiot, a complete buffoon. I don't know why, though, in Japan, the 24th is more popular to celebrate Christmas. They're like...The stores too, it's harder to make reservations on the 24th in Japan. Why is that? 'Cause like 24th, it's Christmas Eve. Like, you just prepare for Christmas. I don't understand the hype for Christmas Eve. なんで日本ってクリスマスイブの方がクリスマスって感じなんですか? Anime English Club with Sally Amaki.
月替わりのパーソナリティが担当する土曜日のオールナイトニッポンポッドキャスト。12月は松村さゆりが担当です。白ご飯大好きな私が毎週ご飯のお話をお届けします。松村さゆりのオールナイトニッポンポッドキャストはラジコで配信中です。
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 33 of the Anime English Club. I'm your host, Sally Amaki. よろしくお願いします。It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. How are you guys feeling? I'm feeling great right now because it is currently December 3rd. We're filming right now. But I think it's already been announced on my social media and my official homepage that I will be taking a hiatus for a while. I'm going to be hospitalized. Not very serious, but for a slight health issue. But I'm going to be hospitalized from December 24th, Christmas Eve. And then I'm going to get surgery on Christmas Day. And I'm going to have to get hospitalized until like January, I think 3rd or something. I don't know. Beginning of January. Yeah. And 面会禁止なんですよ。面会って英語でなんて言うんでしょう。like meetups. I can't have anybody in my hospital room.Yeah, and also, what is it? I'm not allowed to watch, like, any videos or movies in my hospital bed either. Yeah, what am I supposed to do for, like, 10-something days with nobody by my side on Christmas Day and New Year's? Oh, I'm probably gonna cry. I don't know, maybe make some friends in the hospital, but wish me luck, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy Christmas, because I will not be enjoying Christmas. Hi, but please watch this 配信. Please watch this 配信. Please watch this stream and think about me. Anyway, let's dive into today's anime. Today, we're looking into Toradora or Toradora Tiger Dragon. Hi, so Toradora is a light novel series by Yuyuko Takemiya that started in 2006. The TV anime adaptation aired in 2008, and it remains a fan favorite to this day.By the way, the main staff from this anime later formed the creative group Chōheiwa Busters and went on to create many masterpieces, including Anohana, the flower we saw that day. That's so sweet. The group they made was Chōheiwa Busters, the title. That's so sweet. Anyway, it is a school romantic comedy about Ryuji Takasu, a high school student often misunderstood because of his intimidating eyes, and Taiga Aisaka, nicknamed the Palm Top Tiger, for her tiny but fierce personality. The story begins when the two team up to help each other pursue their respective crushes. However, as they work together, they begin to understand each other on a deeper level and gradually find themselves drawn to one another. Hi, this is my Tenori Taiga. I don't know when I got this figure. I think it's when I first came to Japan. Oh, no, it says 2014 Kadokawa. Okay, so it's not like 2008. It's not super old. But I used to collect many figures, and it was getting too much. I sold a lot of them to Rashinban. In Japan, there's this like place called Rashinban where you can sell your no longer wanted anime merchandise. I don't know what it was about this figure, but I never let go of this. Yeah, I thought about it many times, but I'm like, I can't. So yeah, this is my very heartwarming Taiga figure. Toradora って2008年ですか? 2008. When I first heard 2008, I was like, oh, so it was like 7 years ago. No, guys, 2008 is 17 years ago. I'm gonna throw up. Like, that is disgusting. Oh my god, 17 years ago. I actually, because we were gonna introduced Toradora this week, I watched all 25 episodes yesterday. Still to this day, peak anime, honestly. There were many things that I didn't remember because I watched it 17 years ago. But yeah, I don't know. Toradora is an anime where you can still watch in 2025 or 2026 and still find it super fun and interesting. I don't know what it is about anime in that like generation, you know, the early 2000s. It's so good. Like, there was no bad anime. I'm not saying there is any bad anime in this generation, but you know, people have their preferences. But I'm just saying, like, anime in the early 2000s, like, everything was good. Man, take me back. Okay. We can't be taken back, so let's go into today's line. So the line we're diving deep into today is this one. どこでこんなもん見つけたわけ? 着てたやつに借りたんだよ。っていうかあんたスーツはどうしたの? だからこれ着てたやつに交換してもらった。もちろん後で返してもらうぞ。当然。これからって時に脱いじゃうなんて。たくもう、バカ、バカ、バカ。Hi, so in English, where'd you find the suit? I borrowed it. And what happened to your other suit? As I was about to say, I traded it with the person who was wearing this. I'll get it back later, of course. Naturally. You picked the worst possible time to take that suit off. Man, you're such an idiot, a complete buffoon. So this scene is from episode 19 in honor of Christmas. At the school Christmas party, Taiga tries to help Ryuji successfully confess his feelings, deciding to step aside and go home alone. Then a Santa Claus in a bear costume appears at her house. It's Ryuji who traded the suit Taiga had prepared for him for the bear costume. Hi. To this day, 17 years later, anime fans in Japan still think of Toradora during Christmas. The reason I picked Toradora in this season as well is because it's Christmas. Like, I don't know what it is about Christmas, but I just can't forget about Toradora. Which is weird because it's not like the whole entire series focused on Christmas. It was basically like 1 to 2 episodes. And yet Christmas holds such a special meaning to Toradora. So yeah, I picked it. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is something they can do because they live so close to each other. It was my dream to have my significant other or my crush live right next to my room. Yeah, it didn't happen because, first of all, my room, my window, once I open it, it's literally the streets. Yeah, so I couldn't have that happen. But I feel like there's a lot of manga or anime, you know, where the main character and the love interest actually live next to each other. That's like such a popular, I don't know, a popular thing in Japan, huh? I think. ですよね。隣に住むみたいな。そうなんですよ。めちゃくちゃ人気なんですよ、日本で。海外あんまない気がしますね、そのトロップというか。開けたらすぐいるみたいな。
幼馴染的にはあんまない。
幼馴染ないですね。Yeah, childhood friends turning into lovers. I don't think that's a very popular trope in American cartoons or anything. It's usually they go into high school and they meet someone new and they're like, oh my gosh, my true love. Hi. So anyway, let's look into the vocab. Number 1, where'd you? So where'd you is where did you, but really shortened formed. Hi, so where did, where'd. Hi. This now where'd you? So this is from Taiga's line. Where'd you find the suit? Where'd you? This is really hard to pronounce, huh? Where'd you? But yeah, we'll look into the pronunciation later, but I just want to say where'd you is where did you, but in a shortened form. Hi. And next is, as I was about to say, 今言おうとしてたんだけどとか言おうとしたことだけど as I was about to say. So in this anime English club, I tend to be sidetracked very often. I would start talking about things that have nothing to do with anime. When I want to go back to track, I would probably say, okay, so as I was about to say, and go back to track. なので、なんかちょっと余談なんですけどとかでちょっとよれちゃった後に戻すときに、さっき言ってた話なんですけど、で戻すときに、anyway, as I was about to say. だから anyway もつけるといいかもしれませんね。とりあえずみたいな感じで。anyway, as I was about to say. はい。で、続けてください。as I was about to say. Next, pick the worst possible time to do so and so. そう、何かをするのにありえないくらい最悪なタイミングを選ぶ。Pick the worst possible time to do is the verb, so you can replace do to for anything. For instance, you pick the worst possible time to ask for money. Because I don't have money, maybe. Or you picked the worst possible time to start a new series because you're so busy. とか、do を違う動詞ですか？はい、動詞に変えたら何にでも使えます。本当何々するのにありえないくらい最悪なタイミング。だから、新しいアニメシリーズ始めるのありえないくらい最悪なタイミングで今忙しいんでしょみたいなのは、You picked the worst possible time to start a new series. You're so busy. とか使ってくださいね。はい。And next is buffoon. Buffoon, Taiga uses it, or it's translated as baka, but I don't really use it that much. I don't think it's a word that people use frequently. Even if you use it, I wouldn't be like, oh, what is that word? It's a common phrase, but people would probably use idiot, dumb, or stupid instead of buffoon. I don't know why that is. But it's not a very popular word. But I feel like idiot, stupid, dumb, airhead, fool, it would all translate to baka in Japanese, but they all have like a slight difference to it. So for instance, dumb and stupid. Dumb, stupid, idiot is like kind of the same, but let's say a fool. A fool would mean you're easy to kind of persuade, a fool, you're such a fool. So let's say詐欺に遭う。詐欺っていうことなんて言うんでしたっけ? Oh, scam. Yeah, so if you get scammed, instead of saying you're so dumb, you can say you're so dumb, but instead of saying you're so dumb, I would probably be like, you're such a fool, Yeah, fool would work better than dumb in that case, if you're scammed. Hi. And another way to say baka is airhead. But airhead quite literally means like there is air in your head, meaning you don't have a brain up here. So it sounds a bit more harsh than dumb. It's like you're so dumb, like over the top. You're such an airhead. ちょっと天然。日本語で言うと天然っていう感じのところにも使えるかもしれません。ちょっと言い方的にはね、You're such an airhead みたいな感じで言ったら、もうほんとバカな天然なんだからみたいな感じなんですけど、わかんない。日本語の天然ってちょっとなんか 褒め言葉の時もあるじゃないですか。なんか airhead は褒め言葉のことはないですけど、本当にここなんもピーマンだよねみたいな感じでなんか何も入ってないよね空っぽみたいな。はい。
不思議ちゃんみたいな。
不思議ちゃん you're such an airhead。 でも不思議ちゃんってちょっとなんかちょっと褒めてるじゃないですか。愛おしいと思ってるじゃないですか。airhead に愛おしさはないですね。なので本当にもうなんか空っぽだよねみたいな感じの時に airhead 使ってください。 You're such an airhead。 はい。でも別になんか嫌われるほどの悪口でもないんですけど、ただ単にバカとかよりかはもうちょっとけなしてる、本当なんもないみたいな。バカはバカ or I mean idiot and stupid kind of feels like you still have a brain but you're not using it in the right way. Airhead is like there's nothing like you have nothing ですね。なのでまだ脳みそはあるけどちょっと使い方分かってないんじゃないの時に idiot, stupid, dumb とかで本当にもう脳みそもないねの時に airhead もうなんもないじゃんの時に airhead を使ってください。はい。Now moving on to today's pronunciation. We're gonna look at today's phrase again. So いきます。どこでこんなもん見つけたわけ？着てたやつに借りたんだよ。っていうかあんたスーツはどうしたの？だからこれ着てたやつに交換してもらった。もちろん後で返してもらうぞ当然。これからって時に脱いじゃうなんて。たくもうバカバカバカ。So in English, I'm gonna say this slowly because it's long. Where'd you find the suit? I borrowed it. And what happened to your other suit? As I was about to say, I traded it with the person who was wearing this. I'll get it back later, of course. Naturally. You picked the worst possible time to take that suit off. Man, you're such an idiot. A complete buffoon. One more time. Where'd you find the suit? I borrowed it. And what happened to your other suit? As I was about to say, I traded it with the person who was wearing this. I'll get it back later, of course, naturally. You picked the worst possible time to take that suit off. Man, you're such an idiot. A complete buffoon. Hi. So pronunciation I would say is hard is where'd you? So the shortened form of where did you? Where'd you? Even though there is no J in this phrase, I would still say pronounce it as a J, like where'd you? Like not where did you? Or like don't try to pronounce the D. Change the D to a J in your head. And Ju はなんか鉄板焼き食べてる時みたいななんか焼く音のジューと一緒ですね。Where'd you? ぐらいなんか効果音みたいな感じで言ったら言えるようになります。Where'd you find the suit? Where'd you? はい。I borrowed. row がやっぱ難しいですか？ I row. Every single time I help you guys pronounce the R's, I always tell you to roll your tongue. I don't know if you can see this, but like literally roll your tongue so that the tip of your tongue almost touches the back of your throat. Like borrowed. That's how much you want to move your tongue. Like literally, if this is the back of your throat, I'm sorry if you're only listening to this on the podcast. Please go on the YouTube channel and watch this video showing it visibly. So if this is your throat and this is your tongue, it would be like borrowed. Like that's how much you want to roll your tongue. Borrowed. ですね。はい。And get it back. Get it back. Think of get it as one word. So get it. And then back. So get it back. Get it. Drop the T. You don't have to say get it. Get it. It's almost like a D sound. Instead of a T in your head, change it to a D. Get it back. Get it. はいですね。Change the T to a D です。
アニメイングリッシュクラブ with サリーアマキ。
Now, moving on to the cultural context. In Japan, the excitement for Christmas peaks on December 24th, Christmas Eve, and it's widely seen as a day for couples to enjoy dinner or go on dates and exchange gifts. And after the 25th, the festive atmosphere in the street tends to quiet down a bit, and people prepare for New Year's. New Year's is huge in Japan, by the way. So yeah, it's bigger than Christmas. I know a lot of couples actually who get in a fight because of Christmas. They don't know if Christmas Eve or Christmas Day is more important. So for instance, the girlfriend would skip work. She'd get a paid day off on the 24th because she thinks the 24th is Christmas. But the boyfriend would be like, no, I thought the 25th was Christmas, so I got a day off work on Christmas Day, like the 25th. And so, yeah, couples won't be able to meet. I know so many couples who fight because of that. I don't know why, though, in Japan, the 24th is more popular to celebrate Christmas. They're like, the stores, too, it's harder to make reservations on the 24th in Japan. Why is that? Because, like, 24th, it's Christmas Eve. Like, it's, you just prepare for Christmas. I don't understand the hype for Christmas Eve. なんで日本ってクリスマスイブの方がクリスマスって感じなんですか？なんでですか？おかしいですよね。変ですよね。Is there a reason? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Because Christmas Eve, I would say in America, where I was from, people, you know, if you have family all over the States, they would gather around in Christmas Eve and then, you know, have like a home party. But then Christmas Day, we would all open our presents and, like, you know, go outside to see the Christmas parade and then, you know, have another big Christmas party at night. So Christmas Eve, I feel, is like the day people travel to get to a place, to get to the gathering of the Christmas party. And then Christmas Day is when you would all celebrate. So I don't know why Japan is so big on Christmas Eve. Also, in Japan, Christmas is basically for couples. Yeah. I was very surprised when I first came to Japan, and there were so many people at my university talking about how sad they were because they didn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend by Christmas Day. They're so big on trying to you know, get a significant other by Christmas. I don't know, maybe it's the people I hung out with in America, but that was not a thing in America. You know, if you didn't have somebody you were dating by Christmas, it's fine, you know, Christmas is for family. But in Japan, there's this word called kuribotchi, which is a word that was made two words put together, like Christmas and hitoribochi, and then you fused it into kuribochi, meaning you're alone on Christmas. Yeah, I don't think a word like that existed in America. But yeah, it's so big. Like, yeah. And everywhere you go, you see couples, all these illuminations. It's like, it's a thing for couples. But yeah, well, I'm going to be in the hospital, so it doesn't matter for me. Hi. But yeah, where I'm from, I always say where I'm from because I don't want to like I don't want to speak for the whole entire like American culture. But where I'm from, Christmas, even if you have a significant other, it's basically for family. So you would go back to your hometown or something, and you bring your significant other with you to introduce to your parents or your whole entire family, like all your family members, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle would all come together, and everybody would have their like dates with them. So it's not just for couples, it's more like a social gathering for everybody. Hi. So that's what I'm used to for Christmas. And also, KFC is so big in Japan. When you say Christmas, every KFC, I feel like that's where they basically make their whole entire yearly income. KFC in Japan, everybody lines up for KFC. I think people even reserve, like you can make reservations for KFC in Japan, right? 予約できますよね、クリスマスだけ. Yeah, just during Christmas you can reserve chicken for Yeah, Christmas parties. But I was talking the other day, if you bring like KFC to a social gathering in America, like it's gonna be a weird atmosphere, I think. Because you bake your own chicken, like you cook your own chicken in the oven, you know. A lot of the times in Christmas parties overseas, the person who's holding the party would bake the chicken or cook the chicken, and then whoever's coming would bring the cake or the stuffing. So everybody would bring food together. But yeah, KFC is never on the menu. It's usually like home-cooked meals. ですね. But yeah, Christmas, KFC is super big in Japan. All right, so that's it for Christmas. Or no, that's not it for Christmas. That's it for this episode of the Anime English Club. Next episode, we're going to continue exploring Toradora. Hi. You can listen to Anime English Club as a podcast and on YouTube, where you can follow along with transcripts and subtitles. You can adjust the speed however you want and listen as many times as you need to get comfortable with English. Listening over and over is really the key to mastering any language. For Japanese and English subtitles, go to YouTube/@anime-english-club or just search by the title. And the Anime English Club wants to hear from you. Please let us know any anime you'd like us to cover or specific lines you want us to cover. Please tell us what anime it's from and what episode it's from as well. Or just general English questions. Also, this podcast, I usually talk about cultural differences from my point of view. But if you also have your point of view, you know, I always say where I'm from, this was the norm. But, you know, driving 2 hours away, maybe if you were from San Francisco or Alabama or whatever, you might have a different cultural norm. So please tell us, or please tell me as well. I'm very interested. You can email us at aec@1242.com. That is aec@1242.com. You can email me in either Japanese or English. メールは日本語でも英語でも大丈夫です。ということで、皆さん、明日クリスマスなので、まあ滑り込みでいい子にしてたらサンタさん来る気がしますのでね。23日、まだこれ配信されてるのお昼ですね。最後になんかいいことしてください。一人各自1個。ということで、Merry Christmas! See you next week! From the Nippon Hoso podcast station, this is the Anime English Club, hosted by me, Sao Yamaki. This episode was written by Naoki Nakamura, edited by Naoki Yamazaki, directed by Hiroshi Kochi, all from Waltz Inc. Our executive producer is Shiori Tanaka for Nippon Broadcasting System Japan.